Hi, I'm Brenda Neese.
I'm Erica Lessie.
And we curate the Cello Museum. Erica, let's tell everyone about our new Cello Guild.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I know. So this summer we are launching our Cello Guild, which is a resource for cellists. Now the Cello Museum is for everyone who loves the cello, but the Guild is specifically for those who play the cello or who are learning to play the cello. And we're starting with a series of courses written, designed, and taught by Erica. Erica.
I'm the first one. I'm the guinea pig. Anything that goes wrong happens in my classes.
Yeah. There you go. Well, but it's very exciting too. You're a pioneer. So that is.
I like that word.
Yes. Okay. So who are your classes for?
I've designed them for late beginner, intermediate people, but really, frankly, it could be even professionals or advanced folks, because one of the things that's always been irritating to me is that when we get introduced to positions, people kind of throw them at us and then on we go, right? We don't get to really go in depth in them. So what I decided to do was take all the possible finger combinations. So 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 4, 3 and 4. And as we go into thumb, the thumb gets introduced. And create 8 to 16 bar exercises for each finger combination across all 4 strings in all positions. Which is, I'm at over 100 exercises right now.
That's a lot of exercises. So you're writing all the exercises?
Yes. So they're kind of like mini tunes, shall we say. That's another problem I have with exercises, is they sound so drab.
Right, but you've played a few for me, and they're fun and they're interesting. So I think they're going to be interesting to practice. And
I'm going to have fun practicing them.
Well,
I think I'll get to be a better player.
I'm going to enjoy them too. Let's talk a little bit about the format. Since we have Cello Museum family members all over the world, how on earth are we going to reach everyone? Well,
this is so funny because we've both been teaching online, Brenda before the pandemic, but me because of the pandemic.
2012 or something. I started.
So this is pretty new for me, and it occurred to me that I had some students who were on vacation or moving to other parts of the country who still wanted to have lessons, and they could have the lessons online. And so sometimes I have people in one time zone, and then I'll jump. The next people will be in a different time zone. And so I thought that would really work for classes, that we could have people from around the world signing up for classes at different times.
But realistically, we can't meet.
I'm not teaching at 2 in the morning, though.
No, right. So
my time. I'm selfish.
So we decided to. That's not selfish. That's just needing sleep. But we decided to have the classes. 2 different options. So you can do a face-to-face option, which is really great if you want one-to-one feedback. So if I were to join the face-to-face and Erica's teaching, then I could, during the question periods of her class, I could say, hey Erica, I'm having trouble with my first finger in this exercise. And then she could see what I'm doing and give me real-time feedback. And that's the advantage of the face-to-face. Now, an advantage, we have the non-face-to-face where you can watch at the same time, or
if you're shy,
or if you're in New Zealand and don't want to get up at some horrible hour of the morning to participate in real time, you can then watch the videos later, and you can still, there's still a way to send text messages about about if you have questions, and they won't be answered in real time. You can still get answers for the next 6 months. We've arranged it. So if you're face to face, you can play and get feedback. You can just ask a question, an audio question in the Zoom. We're using Zoom, and we think after the pandemic, everybody's pretty familiar with that right now. So
and even if you're not, it's so nice to be able to sit at home and not worry about dragging your cello somewhere and thinking about parking or if somebody's going to make you sick. It's very convenient on many levels.
It is, and you can have a cup of coffee right there, and it's great. So
and I forgot to mention, this is really designed for adults. Though if you're late teens, I would certainly accept you too.
Right. So, and we will be having different courses. So we're going to be having courses for teens and kids, and we're going to be having courses for teachers. We're going to be having different level courses, and in fact, I have been talking to a teacher about some for training students who are young professionals or are planning to be professionals. So the Guild is going to aim to have classes of different levels, and the first ones we're aiming at adult learners. So we're excited to get started, and these are launching in July, so that's next month.
Yeah, really soon. And the nice thing about having these recorded is you can go back if you missed anything and listen to it again. You'll get the scores for the exercises ahead of time. And also because it's online, I've been able to color code the notes. You can't really print that out very well, but online you can see that. And also, if you expand it, I've embedded the note names actually in the notes. So there are several ways to actually look at these.
But for those who don't need the notes, you do have that other copy where it's just the note heads and it shows the notes. But then there are different options. So if you are a color person like I love seeing colors. Colors help me organize my thoughts. So I
color coded the notes that correspond with the open strings. So you know how to, in A is this color, that note, even though it's not an open string, you could check it against your open A, check the D's against your open D, etc.
And this will all be clear because you'll get the PDFs ahead of each class. Now, so we are working on a full website for the Guild, and that's in our Founders campaign, which you may have heard about. We are looking to hire an assistant to help us finish building the Guild site. But in the meantime,
It's all on Brenda.
There you
Sorry,
go.
Brenda.
So, well, and Elizabeth, our designer, who makes everything look beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth.
And Renata.
Yeah, and Renata, who makes everything make sense. So, thanks, Renata. But we're excited to launch this, and if you join it, you'll be part of our first Guild members, and you'll get to.
It's so exciting.
I'm very excited. So, please sign up soon because we only have 10 spots for each of the classes. Now you have classes for different positions. Let's before we close, say what your different class options are and which.
Right.
And
so I have one that's high second and fourth position. One that's half and high. I think it's high half, and then third and high third, and then there's a fifth and sixth, and then seventh in the thumb position.
Right, and that's the order that you would suggest if someone wanted to try to take them all. That's the order that.
Oh, it wouldn't be high half. There's no high half. That's called first position.
I didn't want to say anything, but you know.
It's our fancy new term for first position.
It's a fancy new term. Yes. Okay.
I meant half, third, high, third.
There you go.
I've been writing too many exercises.
Anyway, we really hope to see you in the Guild.